Today I'm going to be making a tuna fish salad that I'll be using to make sandwiches with. The first thing that I'll be doing is taking a piece of fresh tuna and adding some salt to it. The salt that I'm using is Himalayan salt. After I've salted it, I'm going to place it in the air fryer. This pan has aluminum in it to keep the air fryer basket clean. Place the tuna onto the olive oil that I poured onto the foil, and then putting olive oil on top of the tuna. Then place it inside of the air fryer, and I want it to cook slow. No need to rush. And I'll set the temperature at 315 degrees, and I'll cook it for 21 minutes. While it's cooking, I have fresh dill. Adds to the flavor. And I'll cut up into pieces. Using the entire part of the dill, including the stems. I will also be using green onions in this recipe. I have a few stalks of fresh green onion that I'll be cutting up. I typically like a lot of herbs inside of my tuna salad. After the tuna is done, I'm going to pull it out. First, check to make sure that it's cooked thoroughly. Then I'll place it inside of a bowl, adding all of the drippings from the tuna to the bowl for flavoration purposes. Then I'll take a fork and simply separate the tuna, allowing it to flake into small pieces. After you have forked up the tuna, you can take a butter knife to cut it up into smaller pieces. Smell the steam coming off of the tuna into the air. And after I've cut it up into the pieces that I want, I'm going to let it cool. The smaller the pieces, the faster it cools. And while I'm cutting it up, I can't help but to try some of the fresh tuna while it's hot. After you've tasted it, go ahead and put it in the refrigerator to cool. And after it's cooled, add in the fresh herbs and spices. If you want to add more spices, you can, such as salt or ground black pepper. You can do so. And if you would like other spices to this, you can add them as well at your own discretion. After I've added the herbs and spices, I'll add mayonnaise to this. And then I'll take a fork and fork it up some more, mixing together the herbs, spices, which include dill, green onion, salt, Himalayan salt that is, and fresh ground black pepper. Now that I've made the salad, I will just fork it onto fresh bread. I'll be using these fresh brioche bread as I fork it onto the bread. Take the other part, press it together, and that is how you make tuna fish salad sandwich. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a good night.